and welcome to today's Brain Meat Body class. This is called Stir the Pot. So in nature, everything is spinning, and we want to lean into that circular shape that we see all around us in nature that helps to bring in some fluidity to the joints, some space into the tissues, and we're going to do that in a variety of ways today. So starting by coming on down to your back, having your feet on the floor. And if your chin is jutting up to the ceiling, let it settle down towards the front of the throat. You can always bring a pillow or a blanket under your head. Bring the hands onto the hip points, root into the tripods of your feet. So all 10 toes point forward, big toe mound, pinky toe mound, and heel root down. Press into those points, lift the hips up into the hands, reach the tailbone towards the top of your mat, draw the belly and low ribs down and into the body. And then keeping the hands on the pelvis, we'll start to shift the pelvis over to the right just ever so slightly, just half an inch. Let it drop down an inch towards the floor, shift it through center over to the left, push into the left foot a little bit more, lift it up through center over to the right. So we're stirring the pot of our pelvis using our glutes, our butt muscles, to control this circular motion. Feeling how the load changes in our feet and in our glutes as we shift from side to side. Come to your breath here, a nice big inhale into the entire circumference of your ribs, and exhale out your mouth, and then switch directions. So letting the hips circle up and around, lifting those hip points into the hands as you lift the pelvis through center. Good, and then finding stillness here, rooting into the feet, engaging around your sit bones. Let your hands slide to your outer hips and draw in from left to right towards center. And then take your arms straight up, flex at your wrist. Take your left hand to the forefingers of your right hand and pull them down. Breathe into your armpits, to your side body. Keep drawing the low belly in, and then switch and pull the left fingers down. Keeping this out of the low back, just around the glutes, so lower if you need. And then hands come to your thighs. Take one more breath in. And then exhale and traction your thighs towards the top of your mat as you slowly tiptoe your spine back down. Nice. Hands come to cup behind the skull. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, pull the front ribs in and down, lift the shoulders, widen the elbows, and then get a little bit lower and lean over to the right, through center, over to the left, and a little higher. So we're doing that circle again, trying to stay off the shoulder blades, going in one direction, and then come back to center, inhale and lower. Exhale and lift, pulling in and down. Support the weight of the head, let the elbows widen, and then go the other direction. Circling a little higher through center over to one side. Good, and then back to center. Inhale and lower. Exhale and lift. Now circle in the other direction. So let's all circle to the right. And then as you circle, let your left foot come to hover off the floor. So feeling the demand change, controlling it still. Put the foot down, inhale and lower, bring the elbows in. Exhale and lift, pulling the low ribs in and down, widening the elbows but staying off the shoulder blades, and then circling to the left, and then lifting the right foot just an inch to hover off the floor. Drawing the belly in and down so it's not pooching towards the ceiling. Back to center, foot down, elbows in, inhale, lower. Exhale and lift. This time the elbows widen and we start to circle to the right, lifting your left foot to hover off the floor and then maybe extending your right leg long off the floor. Keep pulling down into your sacrum at the base of your spine. Bring your right foot down, bring your left foot down back to center, inhale, lower. Exhale and lift, that's the last one. Let the elbows go wide. Let the right foot hover an inch or two, let the left leg extend to hover off the floor, and then circle. Circle to the left. Drawing down into the sacrum. And then left foot down, right foot down. Inhale and release. Nice job. Let an exhale come out your mouth. And then lift on up to hands and knees, with the heels of the hands right underneath your shoulders and the knees snugged up underneath or a little forward of your hips. As you inhale, we'll take a cow position, letting the shoulder blades shrug down your back ribs, lifting the tailbone. And then lean over to the right a little bit more into the right hand and right knee, and then start to push the floor away through that right hand. Start to arc your back, tucking your tailbone, move through center, shifting the weight more into the left knee and hand, relaxing the back of the neck. And then soften back through cow as you drop the belly and shift through center over to the right. So we're tucking the tailbone, we're dropping the head, we're pushing the floor away, rounding through center, and then lifting the tailbone, softening back over. So stirring with this circular motion, using our breath as you exhale to round. And then going the other direction, maybe hanging out for a moment if you feel any sticky spots. Feeling this undulation of your spine, the fluidity of the circle, trying to smooth it out. Good. And then back onto your hands with stillness. Tuck your toes, draw your front body towards your back body, lift your face away from the floor, and then lift the hips back and up for downward facing dog. Keep actively pressing the floor up and away, and then reach your right leg back to hip level. Bend the right knee, draw the right knee in towards the belly, out and around. So you're drawing a circle with your right knee. Bringing in that fluid mobilization to the hip, and then go the other way. Relax the back of your neck. Keep a softness in your left knee. And then set the right foot down. Keep pushing the floor up and away actively through your hands. Left leg back and up. Bend the knee. Bring the knee in, out, and around. Staying stable everywhere else, and then go the other way. Relax the back of the neck. Good. And then left foot down. Bend your knees and step to the top of your mat. Sit back into your heels and then inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, hands down through your heart. Take a moment here. And then bring your arms down to your sides. Reach with your thumbs first, reaching forward and then up. Breathe in. Exhale, sit back into your butt, hinge and get low. You can always have hands on blocks here or bring your fingertips down. Step your right foot back. Lower your right knee and the top of your foot. Come on up. Pull this front foot back towards the back knee, and then hands to your shoulders. So fingertips to the tops of your shoulders, and we'll draw a circle with our elbows out to the sides. Pull the front body in, reach up through the crown of the head, squeeze around the right sit bone. Drawing these circles, getting into the ribs and shoulders. Hands come forward and down, step the front foot to the back. Line up around your spine, so draw everything in, firm around your sit bones, and then lower with control, keeping the shoulders away from the floor. Press the low ribs and pubic bone down, and then pull back with the hands. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, come down a bit, tuck your toes, push the floor away. Downward facing dog, lift. Take a breath. And at the end of your exhale, step your right foot forward, lower your left knee and the top of the left foot. Come on up. Fingertips to the tops of your shoulders and circle. Keep your left glute firm. Pull the front body into that triple S. And then hands come forward and down. Step the back foot in. Sit back into your butt. Inhale, reach forward and up. And then exhale, hinge. Sit back into a chair pose. We are going to step our left foot back so that we're in this tilted crescent. So our left leg is straight. We have weight mostly in this front right foot, in the tripod of that foot. Draw the front body towards the back body. And then pull the elbows down into a W shape to your sides. And then let your thumbs lead your arms back forward and up in a circle. And then pull down as the arms come along your sides with bent elbows, reaching your arms straight back, and then thumbs lead them down, forward, and up. Keep lifting the front body into the back body as you do this, pulling down, reaching forward, pulling down, reaching forward. One more time, we pull down, reach forward, and then come through center, so turning to the left into a goddess pose. So knees and toes tracking in the same line as you sit down into your pelvis, root the tailbone down, hands behind the head. Let the head come into the hands. Lean to the right a little bit, so right elbow towards the right thigh, and then lean back as you lean the head into the hands through center over to the left, and then look down at the ground as you come rolling through center over to the right, and then do that again. So we're stirring around the belly, the ribs, keeping the pelvis and belly stable. Good. Coming up through center, turning to the back of the mat, hands come down, and then we swing the left leg back and up for three-legged down dog. Bend the knee, shift forward into plank, and then draw a figure 8 with this left knee. Drawing a figure 8 up towards the wrist, over, through center, towards the back thigh, over. Drawing a figure 8 in this plank position. And then letting the left knee come down underneath you. Sliding the right toes back a little bit, pushing the floor away through your hands, and then pivoting this left shin from side to side. Good. And then press the floor away, step the left foot underneath you, and lift up into your tilted crescent, now with your left leg forward. Arms reach up into a V, and you pull the elbows down, arms swing forward, up and around, pull the elbows down. Forward, up and around, pull them down. One more time, forward, up and around, pull them down, and then turn to goddess. Hands behind the head, lean into it. And then again, stir to the other direction, to the left. Keeping the belly drawing in, stirring around the ribs. And then pivoting back to the front of the mat, hands plant. Right leg sweeps back and up for three-legged down dog. Shift forward into your hands, bend the knee, bring it underneath you, and draw some figure 8s. Keeping the core strong. Keep pressing the floor away, lift your head in line with the spine. And then bring that right knee down, slide the left foot back a little bit. And then start to rotate that right leg underneath you. Good. Okay. And then coming, both knees down, sit off to the side. Come into a comfortable seat. Once you're there, take a nice big breath in. And then open your mouth. Do that again, breath in. And out. One more time, breathe in. And exhale. Bring your hands to rest on your heart. Close your eyes, take a moment seated here, or you could even lie down and let your body absorb your effort for a few minutes in Shavasana. But sinking into that energy of the circle, of the spiral, of the continuation, one door closes, another one opens, that endless cycle that we all know. I'm just tapping into that today. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.